Auto leveling seems fair.
Not now.
Oh.
Watching the show.
Nope. Ah!
Back off, Rex.
Oh, I know
This
that
goes
name!
to take you down if you showed up.
Fist.
What are you waiting for?
They were talking about
Stand
Fist outside,
right
too.
here. This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
Okay. Where's our drunk? Oh, I ran right by him.
Hey there, sweetheart.
Ew!
For some fun?
Ew!
Say, that soldier getup looks real good on that body of yours.
Bod?
Why don't you sit your sweet little ass down
Ew!
in the park and have a drink? See where this goes.
I'd rather drink a cup of acid than chew on a razor blade.
You trying to hurt my feelings? You gotta do better than that. After 20 years.
Okay, yeah, I'll do better than that.
In the book, princess.
Call me princess again and you'll be picking your teeth up off the floor. Now tell me where Garrus is.
If Kat was here, she'd be moaning that there's no
Okay,
Rex
just
romance
relax.
option.
Garrus, you say? You must be one of Anderson's crew.
He's like the oldest Krogan. They also live like 1,000 years. Really?
I know where Garrus is. But you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Just tell me where Garrus is before this gets ugly.
But it's all related, don't you see? The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor. And then he blew it.
I'm Commander fucking Shepard. I could romance a
Screwed up
fucking
his
Krogan
mission
and
so
live.
bad they kicked him out. Of course,
Kat is
he
right.
blamed Saren.
Kat
Says
is usually
Victoria
right. So if
set
she
him
wants
up.
to romance Rex, then I agree. It's a thing we should be able to do.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel.
Ugh.
People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well
Ew.
spread them around.
Ew.
One more chance. Tell me where Garrus is.
Look at her eyes. What the
Okay,
fuck?
settle down.
That was not
Talk to
animated
Michelle,
correctly.
Over in the med clinic on the other side of the wards.
What do you know about Garrus?
Damn hothead is what he is. Still figures he can save the world. Always bucking heads with the Executor. He'll pay for it soon enough. The Executor loves to put us lowly
This music
field agents
is-
in our place. Just look what happened to me.
You need to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
What's it like working for CSEC?
You mean, what was it like? The Executor suspended me without pay. Recurring violations. CSEC was keeping a file on me. You know that. Every mistake I ever made went into the books. Get a little rough with a suspect, no.
I would argue
Have a
that
couple
any
of
one
drinks on
of
duty,
those
note in the
violations
file.
should have resulted in your
Skim a
fucking
couple
firing.
Off a drug bust, note in the file. It's a goddamn witch hunt.
You get off easy if you ask me.
What the hell do you know? Working for CSEC isn't like being a Marine. People get pissed off if we shoot somebody.
Yeah, I would like to kick him,
Investigations,
please.
boundaries,
Where is my
rules,
kick him
regulations.
option?
Every day I plow through enough red tape to choke a rhino. That's how you gotta be to do this job. So don't talk to me about right and wrong. You soldiers got it easy.
I hate this man.
You need to look in a
Oh,
mirror.
I already did that
Sober up
option.
and take some-
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink it.
Good riddance. All right. Oh, hey.
I got business here.
Oh, that's not Rex?
You.
Okay.
Why didn't Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre?
Also, like, we really didn't remark on the fact that someone just tried to kill us.
You're probably right. Still, when the
Okay. General rapid transit to lower markets. Door control. Oh, this is the way I came. Ah! Guys!
Never been a real fan of
Hello?
crowds.
Me neither. You're in my way. Talk to Rex more? Was that Rex in there? Like, I know that was him we saw at first, but it just said patron when I was talking. Okay. Let's go to the lower markets. This looks fun.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Hell yeah.
Let me see what you have.
I have no money.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
I need to get Garrus, and I can talk to Rex and eventually get Talia. Okay, cool. Oh, it looks like kind of the same. Wait, risk control? I need a license, but that doesn't look like what I need. That seems useful. Let's buy that. Wait, what? Accept? I don't know what I just did. I think I just bought that. I don't know enough about what's good to keep or whatever now, so we'll deal with that later.
Is that really? Wow, it's you.
Huh?
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime.
I got my
am
whole squad
so
killed,
honored
bro.
to meet you.
Do I know you?
No, I'm just a fan. One of your
That's
biggest
weird.
fans, actually. My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
They say a lot of things. I was too busy killing them to count.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you
What?
have time for a quick autograph?
I don't have time for this, Conrad.
I'm
here to
not
be
a role model.
Oh, I see how it is. Commander Shepard doesn't
You're
have time
being
for the little
weird, bro.
people. Far be it for me to
I
get
don't
in
have
your
to
way.
engage with you if you're being a
go be a
weirdo.
hero.
Oh, that probably just was Renegade. But whatever. That was weird. I didn't like it.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
I don't think you want this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you going to give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry, man. I can't.
But, what do you...
Can't help you.
The busiest space station in the galaxy with 10 people in this bar. Expat store. Let's look at... Alright. He did not seem like a harmless fan. He seemed like a creep. Alright, so that one's in the embassy. Presidium, I'm gonna have to buy like a license somewhere. Scanning device. That's the Presidium. Alright, seems like our stuff is mostly in the Presidium. Thank you for joining, Heather. I appreciate it so much. I will be back at some point playing more of this. I'm probably going to play a little bit longer, and then I'm going to go to... to managing my mods for Veilguard and building another rook. Man, building a character in this creator after the Veilguard character creator was real sad. But anyway, thank you so much for coming and for sharing all of the knowledges. I appreciate it so much.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
Show me what you got.
Good night, Heather.
Most excellent. I am sure you will
Thank
find
you.
something pleasing.
Okay, Joe. So I've been debating. I think I've narrowed it down. So I want to romance Nev, I think. So there was a whole lot of calculus involved here. I want to use my Inquisitor who romanced Dorian. And because of that, I want to see more of Dorian throughout the game, because that's fun for me. Which means that I have to save Minrathis, which means that I can't romance Lucanus. So that knocks out Lucanus. And I wanted to romance Lucanus as a mage, and so I'm going to wait for that playthrough to be a mage. So I'm going to be either a warrior or a rogue again, because I'm saving the mage playthrough for playthrough number 4 when I romance Lucanus. Which means I think I'm going to be a dwarf this time around, because you can't be a dwarf and a mage in round 4. So round 3 is going to be a dwarf. She's going to romance Nev. I am going to be, I think, Mornwatch, maybe? Although maybe I want to save Mornwatch for the mage. Undecided. I'm going to be either a crow. Oh, you know what? I should be a crow, so that then I can be a Mornwatch. I like being a different faction than my love interest. So I should be a crow this time around, and then I can be Mornwatch when I'm romancing Lucanus. So I'm going to be a dwarf, either warrior or rogue, who is a crow, who romances Nev. So that's the plan. And then number 4 is going to be mage Mornwatch, who romances Lucanus. And I think at that point I'm just gonna like make up an Inquisitor. Although I did play the game a lot. I probably could pull another old Inquisitor. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe rogue. I mean, that is like expected, right? But it does fit better than warrior for crows. I did miss being a warrior on my last round, but the bright side is that I do remember very well how to do all the rogue stuff, because I just finished a rogue playthrough. So, but yeah, that's the plan. Be a dwarven lady, probably rogue, crow, who's romancing Nev. So that'll be fun. I just love, like, I could just sit and make rooks all day. Like, that is hands down, like, the best character creator I've ever used in a video game. It's so good. I think the Baldur's Gate one is probably also really good. I just haven't used it yet. I don't want to buy stuff. I don't know why I did that. I don't know enough about how commerce works in this game yet to do that kind of stuff. I think I want to go to the Presidium, because that's where several of my, like, missions are. So I just gotta get to, like, a fast travel thing.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard!
Yes?
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist
Why is
working here
Emily
on the
Wong,
Citadel.
investigative
Can I have a
journalist,
moment
wearing the
of your
same
time?
fit as, like, the consorts and the strippers? Holy cow.
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Do I think I'll have a cannon rook in my mind at the end? Probably. And I feel like it's probably going to be the one I just finished. You know, I could be wrong. I could, you know, have future playthroughs that I'm just as attached to as I was this one. But, like, I loved my rook. I loved all of the dialogue choices I made for him. I loved the way he looked and his, like, journey. I loved the Emmerich romance. The one downside is that I did, like, negotiate with Solus instead of just straight up murking him, which I regret a little bit, but, like, that's the only choice I made that I don't, you know, stand by 1000%. I really was really happy with that entire playthrough. The only thing too is that I did sacrifice Minrathis, and I didn't like doing that. But, like, so there were like choices I made in that last playthrough that, like, if I had to, like, min-max all of my character choices, I would have done some things differently. But in terms of just like looking at the Rooks and their personalities and, you know, their physicality, I loved him. So if we're talking just in terms of like Rook as a person, oh, like hands down, number 2 is the winner, and I feel like he's going to be very tough to beat because I loved him. But in terms of the decisions, yeah, I didn't like some of the ones that I made in that playthrough so much. So I don't know. Yeah, I did like some of the first ones better.
You gotta have access to better sources. Why contact me?
Because you're the protagonist.
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you.
I think you could romance her in future
sending your men to their deaths, shooting slavers as they tried to surrender.
Mass Effects. Or if not her, then it's a different journalist.
To get their hands dirty.
Rook 2, who saves Minrathis and punches Solus. Yeah, that's pretty much it, exactly. I would also, let's see, what were some of the other things? I would not have made Harding choose the stone. I would have made her, you know, embrace her personhood. I would not have made Tosh embrace the Qun. I would have picked the Ravani culture. So like some of the, you know, one thing or the other choices for the companions I would have done differently. Davrin would have sent the Griffins to Arlethan rather than to the Grey Wardens. So in terms of like min-maxing choices, it's definitely not run number 2, but like in terms of the character stuff, it's run number 2. But you never know, I could be just as attached, it turns out, to future Rooks as I was to Rook number 2. It is funny. I've seen like a lot of like really, really amazing art on Tumblr. Like people are so talented, like drawing their OC Rooks and everything. And it seems like a lot of the people who are doing some of the art that I love the most, or at least that's getting the most exposure, so I see it, are people who've played through the game multiple times already and who have multiple Rooks. And I feel like everyone's favorite Rook is their Rook number 2, because they've like had a chance to, you know, get a feel for the game and then really build their perfect Blorbo. So I feel like a lot of the artists I'm seeing who are like doing a lot of drawing are like they've got like 4 Rooks and they're like feverishly drawing Rook number 2.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
Yeah, she, like, my first Rook was gorgeous. I loved her. And I loved her voice. She was great. There was just, like, I didn't dislike anything about that play except for the romance. But there was just something about Rook number 2 that just really appealed to me, man. That big sweet boy.
No promises, but if I find anything relating to your case, I'll inform you.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
I would love both of my Rooks hanging out and having coffee together. They're both, like, gremlins in their own way, and I feel like they would really get along. Seasick Academy. I feel like I'm just running around picking up side quests is what's happening here. Citadel Rapid Transits. Wait, Med Clinic.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
What is happening?
Smart, Doug. Now, if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or who are you?
Let her go.
Whoa. Is that Garrus? Oh! I found him accidentally. I forgot that he was in the med clinic. Fuck! Stop laughing, I gotta shoot! Have I shot this man with a shotgun in the face?
All targets down.
My god, did he tank a lot of shotgun blasts?
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
You took him down clean.
Sometimes you get lucky. Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut
Oh,
me
I've
up,
literally
keep me
never
from
used my
telling Garrus
biotic
about the
powers.
Quarian.
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
She must have something that proves he's a traitor. Did the Quarian mention anything about Saren or the Geth?
She did. The information she was going to trade. She said it had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring
Join
Saren
my
back
party!
as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring
Don't
him
be a
down?
I couldn't
xenophobe.
find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren
It's not
is a
like he
traitor to
can't
the Council
disagree with
and a
fellow
disgrace to my
Turians.
people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow
Oh,
Broker
yeah.
hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
We saw him.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the C-Sec Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Yes! Bye, space racist! Oh, interesting. It tells me, like, biotic versus tech versus combat strength, and we're kind of even, which seems fine to me. If I pick someone else, how does it work? Whoa, that's a lot of combat strength. No, I'm good. We're good here. So that'll be Tally, that'll be Rex, and I don't know who that is. Thane? Does Thane join your party? I don't actually know. Okay. Squad? Oh, points, points, points. Heather said to take one of everything first. Turian agent. What if I just... Okay. Tactical armor. And... Sure. Whoa! Yeah, we're definitely toggling that helmet. Yikes. I don't remember what I've already forgotten what I asked Joe. Oh, who the other person is? Yeah, sure. That's fine. I don't mind that. Oh, that's right. I forgot she's in your party. Alright. Let's... So these are all my secondary thingies. He seemed like a dick. He didn't seem like a harmless fan. Okay, let's look at my codex, read through stuff. Oh, be read to.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs.
Did I listen to this already? Yeah, I did. We're done. We're done
the
here.
Hanar are a citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have two names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical.
Egotistical. They really
so
are the
instead they
Gand.
refer to themselves as this one, or
This
the
one.
impersonal it. Their homeworld,
Truly.
Kaje,
Truly Gand
has 90%
speech
ocean
rules.
cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language. When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers, a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station. Early attempts to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly,
What,
they
the
seem
Gand thing?
indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they
Interesting.
maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs. Biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
1 second, sorry. Okay. Krogan.
The Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot.
Jesus.
When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive
Doing
a
dishes but still
self-inflicted
listening?
nuclear
Cool.
winter.
Sounds good.
The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War.
Oh, good. Helping them so they
Liberated
could
from
be
the harsh
soldiers in your
conditions of their
war.
home
How
world,
benevolent.
the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Solarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable.
Jesus.
And today, the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians.
Woof.
Driven from their home system by
Oh,
the
that's
Geth
what a
nearly 3
Quarian looks
centuries
like.
ago,
It's Tally.
most Quarians now live aboard the Migrant Fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 vessels ranging in size from passenger shuttles to mobile space stations. Home to 17 million Quarians,
Oh,
the flotilla
that's a lot.
understandably has scarce resources. Because of this, each Quarian must go on a rite of passage known as the Pilgrimage when they come of age. They leave the fleet and only return once they have found something of value they can bring back to their people. Other species tend to look down on the Quarians for creating the Geth and for the negative impact their fleet has when it enters a system. This has led to many myths and rumors about the Quarians, including the belief that underneath their clothes and breathing masks, they are actually cybernetic creatures, a combination of organic and synthetic parts. The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians.
What's a client? Oh,
Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen-air mixtures are poisonous to them. And in
Isn't
the
this the
low-pressure
Gans too?
atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status.
People.
This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy. The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity.
Of course.
Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly,
maiden mother
seeking
crone.
new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Fascinating. Completely maiden mother crown. An all-female race. The Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. Each Asari can attune her nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. That's wild. So they can have babies with literally anybody. That's fascinating. Can't wait to find out what fandom's done with that. Very interesting then that Liara, who is an Asari, was the only like same-sex relationship that BioWare lets you have, and like it was baked into what they had done for like biology for the species. So watch out, you could have some Asari babies. Yeah, yes you. Literally anyone.
The second species to join the Citadel,
warm-blooded
the Solarians
amphibians.
are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later. Solarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage.
This is so
they are
interesting.
constantly experimenting
I like
and
all the
inventing.
lore. I do wish it didn't make
generally
me listen
accepted
to
that
it.
they always
having
know
it
more
read
than
to
they are
me.
letting on.
And it is very... They've certainly drawn the alien species in like very broad strokes, right? Like Solarians are good at research. The Volus are bankers. Okay, Citadel and Galactic.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space
Wait, we already
station,
listened to that one.
presumably constructed. The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian Hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
Forgot to add to your non-council races list Quarians, Geth, Batarians. Ooh, I haven't met any Batarians yet. Technology, let's see what we got.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields.
Distortion
to
feels
shred
very
objects.
different from the other two.
Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
I mean, I didn't do this on purpose because I didn't know this stuff going in when I was creating my character, but if my character is biotic, that kind of does make sense with the background I gave her, since she was like running around in poverty essentially and orphaned on Earth. I could see how she could have been like exposed to this sci-fi radioactivity.
A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware.
There are more.
Nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized.
Okay. Stop.
Some serve as personal secretaries.
Stop. I don't want to listen to that anymore. I already read the whole thing. Let's look at this here. The ring. It's an enclosed loop of park-like space serving as the connection point for the wards. The interior wall is lined with the embassies of the influential species, private residences. Presidium is full of open-air restaurants, bars, luxurious meeting spaces. Gravity is about 1/3 Earth normal. Holographic sky projected. 20-hour day schedule with a 6-hour night where lights are dimmed. Offices and residences are often open to the interior. No exterior wall at all. Heavy CSEC presence and ubiquitous monitoring devices on the Presidium. The ring is this location of the spaceports. Less motion for a ship to match. Cargo is easier. Hundreds of ships pass through the Citadel every day. Every species with an embassy has a private dock. The tower holds the administration of the Citadel Council. Experiences little centrifugal force. Gravity is maintained using mass effect fields. Consular dock can be found at the base of the tower. Shuttles docked here can evacuate the council government in emergency. Feels like that will probably come up later. I've already seen the stats. Alright. Ashore. Away. Aye. Yes, Ballet Bridge. I'm just skimming through this glossary. Haha! Ah, they censored the word fucking. Come on, guys! Okay. Already read that. What's in here? I already read that. Biotics manipulate mass effect fields using dozens of element 0 nodules within their nervous systems. React to electric stimuli from the brain. Form fields large and strong enough for practical use. Amplifiers. Implant is a surgically embedded interface port into which amps are plugged in. On humans, the implant's usually placed at the base of the skull. Must be careful to keep it free of contaminants. Implant ports can fit a variety of amps. There's a growing market for mods and add-ons. Finest quality implants and amps are manufactured by Asari artisans, but the Alliance's L3 implants, first deployed in 2170, are a significant step forward. Standard credit was established by the Citadel's Unified Banking Act as a currency of interstellar trade. Floating exchange rate. Some regional currencies worth more than a credit, some less. Electronic fund transfers are the norm. Physical transactions can't be easily tracked, making them ideal for tax evasion or the purchase of illegal goods. When the Alliance joined the Citadel, its various national treasurers were linked into the credit network. A human with a bank account of Mexican pesos, Japanese yen, or Indian rupees can purchase any item priced in credits at fair market value. Okay. We read everything. Excellent. I think I'm going to call it here for the night and go do some breaking of my Veilguard game so that I can change the Inquisitor's ugly, ugly outfit. And so I can input... I found such a good mod where you can you can turn one of the Solus murals into the, like, Elmo standing in front of the world on fire meme, and I'm absolutely going to install that mod. I also found a mod for being able to put your rook in, like, adorable round spectacles. So I'm gonna try to go download a mod manager and do some modding of my Veilguard game. Oh, I'm excited. When Shati and I used to both play Inquisition, she was playing on PC while I was playing on console, so I couldn't use mods, and I was so jealous of all of the batshit things she could do to her game. So I'm very excited. I think I'm mostly going to pick practical things. Like, somebody did a mod, so apparently, so you have dialogue with your companions that can trigger either when you're in the lighthouse or when you're outside the lighthouse on a mission. And apparently when you're outside of the lighthouse on the mission, sometimes Rook will talk. And if you get the same dialogue triggering inside the lighthouse instead, Rook won't fucking talk. Like, why? You recorded the voice line. Like, it exists. Why not? So, like, I'm gonna mostly probably just be using, like, practical mods like that. But I also want some stupid things. Thomas the Tank Engine Skyrim level. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I don't think I'm gonna go quite that far, but I found some fun ones that I definitely want to play around with. So, I have to go see if I can figure that out, because I'm a little scared of it, but I think it'll be fun, and if nothing else, it'll be worth it to get rid of that fucking outfit for the Inquisitor that I hate so much. Like, I would download the mod manager and learn how to use Frosty purely just to get rid of that stupid outfit for the Inquisitor. So, I'm gonna go do that, I think. But, Joe, thank you so much for joining. I will be playing some more of this later on. I should save. Ooh, I haven't saved in a long time. Ooh. Look at that! The boys! You have a great night, too. Thank you for joining. And, I'll talk to you soon. Alright, night-night, bye!